how to single leg hip thrust in 2 minutes or less. This is Blake with Kaizen Training and Nutrition.com, breaking down the single leg hip thrust. This is a variation I will sometimes prescribe for people at the gym, or it's a really good variation for at home if we don't have the ability to overload with something like a barbell. This is going to put us on one leg at a time, which can help address unilateral instability. If we're doing everything on 2 feet, sometimes we can compensate a lot. You know, think about having right hand dominant. You probably also have a dominant leg, and so it's nice to tease out one side at a time and correct those imbalances. What we're going to be doing here is hinging, so we're going to be moving from our hip joint, and we're going to be extending through our hips. We're using the muscles of our butt. Here, if you're feeling this in your back, what you're doing is you're extending through your back and dragging your butt along for the ride. The first piece of this might even be we're starting on 2 feet until you can connect with your glutes really well and make sure you are squeezing them. You can do this either straight off the floor at home, or if you have a bench, a chair, anything of that nature, that can be a nice variation as well. So if you're on the floor, what you're going to do is you're going to start in this position, and now you're going to have your shoulder blades or the top of your scapula in contact with the ground. You're going to slightly lift one foot. The goal is to keep your pelvis level and squeeze your glutes. Comes down, pelvis level, squeeze your glutes. If you have a bench or a chair you'd rather use, what you're going to do is you're going to put your shoulder blades on the bench or the chair. So I don't want you way up here. I want you to have your shoulder blades on the chair. You're going to move through your hip joint right here. Same thing, you just lift one foot, keep my hips level, lift, and squeeze. As this becomes easier, some ways that you can modify this are A, use a tempo. So squeeze for a few seconds at the top, control it down. Or you can place a dumbbell, a plate, anything that has weight to it on your hips to start to load this motion over time. If you're interested in more training, nutrition, or coaching advice, check out the link below for Kaizen Training and Nutrition.com.